What's going on, guys? This is Matt with Reimagine Wraps. We got Steve and Daniel here. We're washing down this Mustang here. It's a Cobra. We're washing it down so we can go ahead and get started on the full wrap. So this Mustang was in an accident in the past on the entire right side, but it was this nice purple green paint job, and that's factory. That's actually the way that this car came. Unfortunately, I think it only has like 40,000 miles. It's like it was a super clean car. But after he got in the accident, he had to primer this whole side up and get it prepped for paint. But the paint for this car is like extremely expensive. So he decided to go ahead and wrap it up. And we're gonna do a gloss bright orange by 3M. And we're gonna do some black accents, like the vents right there behind the door. Down low on the bottom of the bumper here. The vents on the hood, the roof, do some black accents, and it's gonna look really good. But yeah, right now, since it was primered, we're gonna go ahead and wet sand this entire side down that has primer on it to make it nice and smooth for the wrap, so you'll never even be able to tell. Whoever did the bodywork on this did a very good job, and it looks nice. So once it's wrapped, you're not even gonna be able to tell this ever happened. But yeah, we're gonna hit it with a 500, since it doesn't need much of a sand, and then probably 1,000 or 1,200. Look at this color. We're getting started right now. Getting the hood all prepped up and ready. It's all cleaned. And we got the tack cloth ran across it. Whew.
Whoopsies.
Oops. Almost fell. But wow, look at that color. This is gonna look good, man.
Any more length over there or not? You good?
I'm cool. That's a wild color.
Yeah, I like that, man.
I'll pull this one.
Alright, we got this hood all laid. They're going to be pulling off the cap now. This protective cap is there to protect while you're doing the install. So when you're squeegeeing and using your hands to rub across it, pretty much avoids all scratching. Look at that. Perfect finish when you get that cap off of there. Brings it out even more orange too. Looking good. All right, so we're about, I'd say 3 to 4 hours deep right now. We went ahead and pulled off the inner door panels on both doors. We took off the exterior door handles. We also took off the lock cylinders. Took off the trims, the mirrors. Came up here, took out the vents, wrapped the hood already. And then if you come around here in the back, I removed the spoiler, tail lights, emblems, this whole center section, third brake light, all that came out. We got to clean and prep this. And we're going to be filling these front holes because the factory spoiler was like a 2-post type. This one, he has the duckbill now. So we're going to go ahead and fill these 2 holes, sand it down smooth, make it nice, and then wrap over that, put it back together. Steve's completing this door over here. We also did the same thing. All the door panels apart, locks out, handle, all that stuff. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap those hood vents, put those back in, and then start pulling the headlights, front bumper, get that ready so we can do fenders. Laying the roof. I'm gonna get a black accent on this one.
Want to spray for that?
Yeah.
Man, just look at that. You can see almost the whole part of the car done. Man, that looks good. So right now we're going ahead and filling these holes in. Steve is the bodywork master over here. So he filled in these front holes and then sanding them down smooth. And then we put a little bit of like a filler to make sure, and then we'll probably put a little bit of primer over it. The back holes we're leaving open because the other spoiler fits on those holes. And then yeah, Daniel's up in the front doing the fender. I'm doing one of these little complicated pieces, the little vents for the hood. But yeah, you gotta two-piece these because they're really grooved. So I'm gonna get those done, install those. We should be about finished up with that. Then back here we'll run some primer, get the trunk wrap too. The roof is already done, making some progress. So like I was saying before, this car was actually in an accident on the entire right side. But we're going ahead and we're wrapping it up obviously. But as you can see, this whole back end and the side, this whole quarter panel area, it's all primered up like it was worked on. They did the body work on it. I went ahead and we had Steve go ahead and fill these holes in. They're perfectly smooth, flat, sanded down, ready to go. The front holes. And then I cleaned it all up. There's a bunch of stuff left over, like in the holes that I had to clean out, and on the back of the window and stuff like that. I went ahead and cleaned it up, got it ready, and I'm gonna lay the material right now. After of this chunk, edges and corners on point. I had to actually do these corners like with the trunk closed because when you open it up it goes like super far down in. You can't really wrap in there. So yeah, it's tucked into the third brake light hole. Gotta cut out the hole still right here. And then edges and stuff I was able to do with it open. So unfortunately, the other day when we wrapped this fender, the hood and the door were already done. Since this side of the car was in an accident, The fender lines up a little funky. It actually had some washers underneath it to raise it up a little bit to just align everything. It looks great, but when I was putting the fender back on, I nicked the door. So Daniel wrapped this door previously, and then I nicked it. So we're gonna have to redo this door, unfortunately. Definitely can't leave it like that. So yeah, when I was going back in, the fender just wasn't where it needed to be, and it came up because the door goes inside, and then it came up and hit the back side of this. So it didn't damage the fender, but that door's done. It's coming along. That's one side complete. Got the pillars and this back top plastic piece done today too. And then the quarter panel. I had to pull the whole interior apart in the back to get that the side vent out. This vent here. To get the side vent out, to loosen up this panel. It's actually just all nuts and bolts inside. So I have that whole side apart. I just wanted to do one at a time. Yep.
Depot on the beat.
And once again, thank you guys for watching. This Cobra is all finished up. We got to install a couple emblems on it, and then it's good. Tuesday he's gonna come pick it up. We're gonna wash it up before he gets here, of course. That's a good looking car. Thank you guys for watching.